What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joker Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know. Still on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. That's right, I am on the road again. And for me, driving is very therapeutic. It gives me a chance to be alone with my thoughts and think and come up with ideas and solutions and stuff and really just relax. Maybe I should have been a truck driver, like my man Trucker's Life. Sometimes it's just cool just to be you, the road, the yellow line and the white line, and just driving. And I'm sitting here thinking in my mind, things that make you go, Yes, I got that from Arsenio Hall. Things that make you go, As the Cowboys try to get, say, Bobby Wagner, Von Miller, as we can't afford to keep a Pro Bowl punter. You got to understand, I know a lot of people don't necessarily care about kickers, but they are important. When you need a field goal and the game's on the line, you need to have a good kicker. When you are backed up and you need a good kick. And that's the hidden yardage game that the average casual fan doesn't understand. And not keeping a punter, that's key. If you got a guy who's only, netting 34 yards versus 46, that's 10 yards more or 12 yards more or whatever. I don't know what numbers this gave you. That the offense of the other team has to go every time. And that's key. I know that Mike McCarthy doesn't like to punt the ball. Maybe he's just planning on not even having a punt. But these are all things that are key. And so, as this offseason is going through here, we've heard Stephen Jones talk about, you don't want to overpay free agents and stuff, and we believe in our own players. Apparently, we don't believe in our own players because we got rid of Amari Cooper. We let Brian Aguilar go, who's our punter, and other players. But be that as it may, the reason that they said they had to do this is there's no money. I understand that. Being in broke-ass media and being broke before, I understand clearly what it's like not to have money and trying to make that money go around as far as you can. Make sure that the lights stay on, that the gas is still on, okay? And that you got the cable on so that way the kids can watch Nickelodeon, because if they can't watch Nickelodeon, they're going to drive you crazy. So I understand financing and juggling money. But I want you to think about this, because as I'm driving down the road, you're hearing that right now, Deshaun Watson's doing his tour. Maybe we ought to call it the Broken Heart Tour right now, because wherever he doesn't go, he's leaving fans with broken hearts. Now, currently, we hear New Orleans and Carolina both have had deals that are approved by the Texans. And we're hearing numbers of like 3 number ones that may be on the table to get Deshaun Watson. It's now a matter of who he deems the team that he wants to go to. Okay? He went to Cleveland, of course, and literally he broke Baker Mayfield's heart. Baker Mayfield literally did a tearful thank you post out there, basically saying, thank you, Cleveland, for the last 4 years. I know my days are numbered and everything else. I don't know what the future holds and yada, yada, yada. If Cleveland doesn't sign him, well, Baker Mayfield, you know that my time here is short. I'm a dead man walking. We already hear he's going to visit Atlanta today. And, of course, now the rumors are Matty Ice, who has been with Atlanta his whole career, might end up in Seattle. Now, if it ends up being he doesn't go there, well, you got another broken heart. I don't know if New Orleans, if anybody's heart's broken because it's Tyson Hill, so you don't really expect Tyson Hill to be the guy. And Jameis Winston, I'm not sure everybody's, shedding a lot of tears. Jameis Winston hasn't been there long enough. In Carolina, they just want to get rid of Sam freaking Darnold. But that's not my whole point of this whole conversation. I want you to think about what we have been told, that we can't sign free agents because the money's not there. Now, maybe we'll get Bobby Wagner, maybe we'll get Von Miller. When we started this offseason, we were $21 million in the red, which is bad. We were one of the worst teams in cap situations. But I want you to understand this. Think back. One of the teams that's likely to get Deshaun Watson, New Orleans. New Orleans was the worst cap situation in the NFL. We were $21 million in the red, and we were told we can't do anything in free agency. New Orleans was $75 million. Let me say that again. $75 million in the black. Guys, that's 3.5 times worse shape than the Dallas Cowboys. Yet, Deshaun Watson's cap hit this year, and his contract is $40 million. His contract is $40 million a year. The Saints were in a worse cap situation than the Dallas Cowboys, but has not prevented them from trying to make moves to get better. You understand where I'm going here? The Rams, worst situation than the Cowboys. They're still trying to improve their team. Green Bay Packers, just between the franchise tag and Aaron Rodgers, incurring $70+ million just for 2 players. And as we sit here and we evaluate everything that's been going on for the Cowboys, the only bright spot that we have right now is the fact that D-Law actually took a team-friendly deal to give us some cap relief, and the possibility of Bobby Wagner and Von Miller. On the negative side, the handling of Amari Cooper was just atrocious. Let's call a spade. They literally devalued the guy and then expected to get compensation for it. They devalued Lyle Collins and now hope to get compensation for him. You don't go through and say, when you try and sell a car, for example, you know what you try and do. You go through, you clean it up. You make it look nice and shiny. You get all the French fries that are under the seat out from under the seat, right? Maybe you put some new mats on it. You try and dress it up so it looks as good as possible, so that way you can get money. You don't go through and have your tools laying on the back seat, covered in mud, bald tires, because people look at that and they say, it ain't worth that much. So we screwed up Lyle Collins' situation. We definitely screwed the pooch with Amari Cooper. However you want to call it with Randy Gregory, that handling of it, that's 3 big misses. Cedric Wilson, I ain't even gotten into that one, but that was a key guy who understands your system. Somehow we let him go. So that's 4 negatives at the moment with 1 positive. That ain't good, guys. New Orleans, somehow, being $75 million in the red, is still able to somehow make a bid to get Deshaun Watson. In my mind, I kind of go, Hope y'all having a great day. Got me about another 60 miles to go, and it'll be time to go to work. Appreciate y'all. Peace.